Hello and welcome back to my video blog. I'd like to welcome Christy Chong, who works for Fidelity National Title.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah, Christy, welcome. And I know Christy, she used to work for me, and then she found a better job that paid way better, so well done.
Not sure about that.
You made a smart move. And so what is your title now at Fidelity National?
I'm the sales manager for Fidelity Title on the Central Coast, so I cover from Lompoc to Paso Robles.
Okay, great. And how long have you been doing that now?
I've been with the company almost 7 years.
7 years? Excellent. Good decision. Okay.
Yeah.
So Christy, a couple questions that come up, just like a basic one. So what's the biggest change or challenge you guys are seeing in the escrow and title business now in this market?
The biggest change and challenge is that things just aren't as easy as they used to be. You know, we used to see the regular, cookie cutter residential resales and refinances, and now it's more, I guess people are getting a little more creative, and things with short sales are now, coming into play,
Sure.
and obviously the REOs, and there's a lot more negotiation to be done, whether it's with all the parties involved or with the banks. We're also seeing all-inclusive deeds of trust that are now coming back, seller financing, that really we didn't see too much of in the last several years, that in the last probably 18 months has really come into play.
Okay, so more creative financing and so
Exactly.
forth. Interesting. And so you guys have to be way more diligent in everything you're doing. And
Yes, yeah, and we have to really disclose all information. There are people doing, some people doing, double escrows or flips, and that we need to be really make sure that it's legal, but that also we're disclosing all information to all parties involved.
Oh, of course, yeah, I don't want to, make sure everybody knows what's happening.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
makes sense. And so you mentioned REOs and you mentioned short sales, so like from the area you work, let's just say San Luis County, because I know that's, you serve more, but what people say, oh, everything's an REO or a short sale. Is that true, or what's happening there?
It depends on what part of the county. I would say in North County, you're looking at probably almost 40% of the transaction are REOs or short sales.
Right.
San Luis, Scenic Coast, and South County down in Napomo, you're seeing maybe about 30% are in distressed properties or in foreclosure. I would say about 20% are short sales, maybe 10% are real estate owned properties.
Okay. Real estate owned meaning, but the banks have taken it back.
Exactly.
Okay, and then you were just mentioning a minute ago, like that you've seen more in the coastal area.
Exactly, yeah. I just pulled a list that had all the notice of trustee sales that were recorded for the upcoming 2 weeks. And before, I'd say, about 6 months ago, you were seeing very few in Morro Bay, Los Osos, and Cayucas. Now, I would say a third of the list out of 80 of them are in Cayucas, Los Osos, and Morro Bay. So definitely more distressed properties coming about in the Scenic Coast.
Okay, and I'm going to ask you one thing, just a little bit about, well, first of all, you're like us. I mean, I've had escrows open, they don't close, you guys don't get paid, so you put a lot of effort in. So just, let's say if the average price is about $500,000 and someone's selling a house, what are the fees, what's this title insurance, what's escrow, what are they going to expect there?
So if you, we'll have two main fees involved, which will be the title insurance premium and the escrow fee. The escrow fee for $500,000 house will be about $1,100. Of course, that's split. The buyer typically pays half, and the seller pays half.
Okay.
And the title insurance premium for the owner's rate, you're looking at about $1,300 to $1,380, depending. It depends on the purchase price, but about $1,350 for the title insurance.
So $1,350 for the title, and your half the escrow about $500. So that's $1,850.
Exactly.
And some other little. Okay.
And then you have a couple other fees. We have an aggregate recording fee that's around $80. So that's for all the documents being recorded at the recorder's office.
Right.
And you might have a signing fee depending upon when you meet with your escrow officer to sign all the paperwork.
And last question before we wrap up. So why does someone get title insurance?
Title insurance protects you as the owner in case the ownership of your property ever comes into question.
Okay.
For example, in years past, maybe before you even knew about the house or the house was even a thought in your mind, there could have been some type of fraudulent activity, human error, there could have been a deed of trust that was missed, that wasn't paid off. So the title insurance protects you against all of that. So you're going to obtain a title insurance, a title policy that up to a certain liability, let's say $360,000. So we'll insure you up to that. So in case something ever in the future is found and your ownership is in question, that we guarantee that.
Great. Wonderful. All right, well, thanks for joining us, Christy.
Welcome.
And if you guys have any questions, give Christy a call. What's your number there?
Our office number is 805-782-6900.
Great. Well, thanks for joining us again. We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Hal.